waiting part. The waiting part. Okie dokie. We're here. Carolyn. Oh, you even have late bloomer coffee mugs. Of course
I
you do.
do. Yes. I'm all
I
about
love
being
that.
a late bloomer.
You're all about amazing strategic logo placement. I'm so proud of you.
Exactly. Exactly. You'll see. Here we go. It's never too late to bloom. So
Yeah.
I'm in my
So
space
good.
where I do a live Facebook Live all original music show, a 1 hour show from it's called It's Never Too Late to Bloom from this space.
I love it. All right. Well, we're just
Yeah.
gonna wait for some people to join us, and then we'll get telling them all about you.
All righty.
And I'm
Yes.
excited. But in the meantime, we just drink coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll just put
Or
some
tea
water.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, beautiful day. You're
It
you're
is.
in Alberta, so you're gonna get the crazy heat I'm getting today. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
over 30.
Over 30. That's what I hear. Yeah. But and in the middle of the night, I had sat out in my garden last night reading
Yeah.
a wonderful book by the fellow that started CD Baby that my son
Oh,
gave to me. And it's called Your Music and People. I should have brought the book in here. And I just love that each page is one idea for promotion and, getting your story out there, getting your whatever the message is of your music, and how to share your own life in a way that engages people to your
oh,
music.
cool. Yeah,
And
send me a
but
picture of the book later. That
yes,
sounds amazing.
I know. It's too bad I didn't bring it in. But anyways, so I was sitting in my garden reading this book. And then when I was coming in, I thought to myself, shall I put all the cushions away? Nah, So the middle of
Yeah.
the night, I hear it pounding rain outside.
Oh
So
no.
I put my coat on, and in the pitch black, I'm out there. Oh, actually, we have little solar lights in the garden, so I
Yeah.
had little twinkle solar lights, and I'm
Yeah.
there putting them all away. And no sooner do I get them all put away, it stopped raining. And as far as I know, it never rained again. But anyways, so that was my
Just
middle
your
of the night.
midnight cushioning. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Anyways,
Awesome.
I'm really enjoying.
My mom's here with us this morning. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hey, hi.
Carolyn. Jim from Buffalo celebrating his birthday with us this morning.
Oh, happy birthday.
Jim. Cheryl's with us today too. Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning.
Yeah, so we'll get started, and we're going to share your story today. So welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. Today is Motivation Monday, and I felt the timing was beautiful, I think, because Carolyn is going to join us to talk about, and we were hoping to debut her music video today, but technology is not cooperating on my end. So we don't get to debut the video, but we're going to talk about it and talk about how you can tune into a special viewing. But I feel, Carolyn, like you are an exceptional guest for Motivation Monday because you're somebody who I've got to know over the past few years and just have this beautiful philosophy of just go for it. And I think that's incredibly motivating. And so, friends, please join me in welcoming Carloyn Harley to our coffee club this morning.
Morning, everyone.
So when I talk about that you've got a great motivation for just go for it, is you've sort of created a whole brand around the fact that you call yourself a late bloomer because perhaps at a little more mature age than some heading into a music career, you decided to kind of step into your dream. Tell us about this. Like what's this journey been like for you?
Well, I call it an adventure. And I just love the whole idea of going someplace new. And this is what the following of my music has led me. And when I talk about being a late bloomer, and like I said, I have this show that I do all original music. It was once a week on a Tuesday morning. Now it's every second week. So I can just enjoy life a bit more over the summer.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I always say that my philosophy of being a late bloomer is not necessarily somebody my age. It could be anybody. It's kind of like a philosophy of life that if you are coming to something later in life than the usual, then you are a late bloomer. And so you can be in your teens or your 20s, 30s, all the way up to being a grandmother, and be a late bloomer just because the world around you maybe has accomplished something. My mom was a wonderful example of that. Like, she learned to drive in her 40s. She went back to school. She started the Meals on Wheels in Port Moody, and I think she was in her 50s. So she was a great role model for me to just, do what's in your heart and forget about whatever age barriers there might be.
Well, and there's that, I don't know if it's called a cliche or the saying, or people say whatever, is that, it's never, you're never too old or it's never too late to start something new. And
exactly.
It's really it's a philosophy that anybody can live by to do anything. So why not? You're living proof of it, and it's been such an adventure so far. So when did you kind of start? When did you decide, okay, I love songwriting and singing and music, and so I'm just going to go for it? When was that for you?
Well, almost immediately as a young mom that I wrote my first few songs. And even I consider myself a late bloomer there, because I was in my late 20s, and lots of people, especially today, are in their teens. But as soon as I had a few songs written, I had this need just to go and share my humor, share my philosophy, just to have fun with people. And so right off the bat, I think that's when I got hooked. I'm addicted to songwriting. and I really just love interacting with people and sharing my ideas, and hopefully bringing joy and insight to people. So to answer your question, all through my years of teaching preschool, raising a family, belonging to songwriting groups, taking workshops on songwriting, learning the skill, the craft, until I was reaching the age of retirement, I kept doing all those things. And then I just slowly reduced how much teaching I did so that I had more time for music, until I finally completely stopped teaching preschool, so that anything that came by me, I felt I would have the time and the energy to do. And so William Shatner, once they asked him, how do you end up doing so many different things? And he said, if anybody suggests something to me, I say yes. And so I kind of took that on too. So anything that comes by me, I say yes. So that motivates me forward as well.
Which I think is kind of a fun. There was another book, I think it was called The Year of Yes. I don't know if you ever read that too, by, I think it was Shonda Rhimes, who who took over and was the writer of the Grey's Anatomy show. And she did a book for a year where you just said yes to all things for a year and see where that path takes you. I feel like I need more of a year of no.
Yes, the balancing. The balancing act is
the year of maybe later. But
anyway, speaking of books, this is Your Music and People, and it's Creative and Considerate Fame, and it's Derek Sivers, and he started CD Baby. And CD Baby is who my latest CD is who I'm working with. And his platform is for every aspect of the music business. He's got it all there. And this is the first time I've ever released a CD. This is my CD, Heartbeat of the World. Here, let me get it straight. There we go. Heartbeat of the World. And my girlfriend, Heather Brooks, created the cover. I worked with the amazing Aaron Young. He did all the music on it. I really believe go with your own strengths. I'm not a strong guitarist, so Aaron did all the musical tracks. I brought the songs and my vocal, and it's a beautiful collaboration. And if you want to keep going forward and stay motivated and take your game to the next level, find talented people to work with. So
And you don't have to do it all yourself at the end of the day. I think that's really great. Is that I think when we take on new projects, a lot of times we think, okay, well, I've got to do all of this and I don't want to, bother people or pester or whatever that looks like. But it's like, no, you know what? There are people who are given gifts of all different kinds in this world. And when we get to collaborate with the other gifts, magic happens, right?
Yes, it is wonderful. And so now I have an amazing video that I'm going to be releasing today. And I came across this talented young man, Chris Cutler, and he works for the Calgary Drop-In Center. And I saw some of his work. He's an amazing storyteller. He knows how to weave images together to create a powerful story. And so I approached him to do a video for the title track, Heartbeat of the World. And I wrote Heartbeat of the World at the time of George Floyd's death. And I was just amazed at how the world just seemed to wake up and in the middle of a pandemic, start marching for, against racial discrimination and all kinds of marches. And so that's what this song is about. It says, one by one around the sun, we are marching to a drum, and two by two, we'll see it through. I am marching with you. And so Chris's images make just a really powerful statement so Aaron took my song to that next level with his music, and now Chris has taken the song to the next level with his images that he's put behind it. So the song has ended up so much more than just notes on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's where it started from. Just, my words on a piece of paper, and now it's going to go out into the world. It's astounding.
And it's beautiful. Now, we were going to do a sneak peek debut because you have a big worldwide release debut at 12 o'clock noon today, Mountain Standard Time. And we were going to get to sneak peek it here on Coffee Club. And I was so excited. But the internet this morning is it's putting a little bit of a lag on the video. And so I didn't want to share it where people were seeing it kind of be choppy and chopped through because it is beautiful. Chris has done an exceptional job. Aaron did great. But honestly, Carolyn, you have this gift. And I've told you that before when we've had radio shows in the past together. Your way of crafting words together is beautiful. And I've loved your voice from the first moment that I got to hear it. I think it's beautiful. And so I'm so sad that we don't get to peek it this morning, because I know, friends in Coffee Club, you will love this song because the message is beautiful and then the imagery is beautiful. So we're going to help promote Carolyn's debut at noon today. So if you can go check out the Carloyn Harley Music Facebook page, she's going to be posting links to this debut for noon today, and I'll share it onto my Facebook page so you can see it also. But in lieu of getting to play the video, I guess we just get to talk about it. But Carolyn, I watched it for the first time last night when I downloaded it, and it's so beautiful. It's so
Thank you. I wanted to say that another part of my adventure and of saying yes is a friend of mine, a musician here in Calgary, gave me the name of a fellow in Scotland that she had worked with that she knew. And she said, I think he's going to love your new album, Heartbeat of the World. And so she linked me up with him. I sent him the album. And so now my album, Heartbeat of the World, is going to be released in Europe next week. So this video release is kind of a precursor to the whole video being released in Europe. And this fellow's name is Rob Ellen, and he's an interesting man. He has a motorhome. The back end is a studio, and he just drives around. He calls it his Moose Mobile, and he does live stream events all over Scotland, and he used to do it into Europe, and that will come again. Anyways, so that's
I need to be him. I need a mobile vehicle. That would be ideal.
Yeah, right.
I'll transform my motorhome into it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So anyways, that's the continuing. Pardon?
Yeah, I have somebody asking where they can buy your CD this morning.
Okay, I have my website is carolynharley.com. And that,
I'm
if
gonna
you want to
type it out
support
here.
musicians and local artists, the best way is to try and find their website or Bandcamp, because
Yeah.
streaming doesn't really do an artist a lot of good financially. So if you want to
No.
support them, in their pocketbook, if you know of an artist that you like, try and find their website and buy directly from them, because we can't do concerts anymore and sell, in the real world. Although I am going to be singing in the south end of Calgary at Cornerstone on Saturday the 19th, outdoors on the patio, my first live gig. And I'm going to be doing High River in August, music in the park.
Sure. Oh, good.
Yes. Yeah. At the big white gazebo. So I have 2 live gigs booked. I'm so excited.
It's like the world is coming back. The world is coming back.
Yes. Yes.
Writing
Cool.
this down. In August in High River.
And I've forgotten the exact date, but it's near the end.
Go to your website because we have it up here for them, and they're going to check out all things Carolyn Harley.
Yes, and I have all my shows are listed there too. All my shows, yeah. But come to my Facebook. Come to my It's Never Too Late to Bloom show, because the one on the 22nd, I'm going to sing all the songs from this album, using the backing tracks, the beautiful backing tracks that Aaron created. And I'm going to tell just what motivated me to write each of the songs. So that's what my Late Bloomer show will be on Tuesday morning, the 22nd.
Well, I know you, like me, in any time we get to go to, say, the Canadian Country Music Week or opportunities where there's these showcases, the most favorite ones, I think, for those of us who love the lyrics behind the song, is songwriter circles, right? And that's where it's the person, the guitar, and the story of how the song was created. And so the fact that you do that online is so awesome, because it's, for those of us who don't have that gift, we sure love learning where that inspiration has come from. It's kind of wild.
It is. It's mysterious, even to myself. I just got commissioned to write some songs as part of my pre-release of Heartbeat of the World. And I just finished writing a song about family, because that's what was the theme that was requested of me. And I didn't write, and I was just keeping ideas on a little notepad. And then all of a sudden one day, I just started writing the song, and I just love it. And the person that I wrote it for just loves it. And I don't know, it is mysterious. Songwriting is mysterious.
Have you ever had where, like, it's woke you up in the night, or some really weird place where an idea has hit you and you've had to stop what you were doing?
Yes. I remember one time I was in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden I went into the bedroom, in the master bedroom, and I get in there and I think to myself, why did I come in here? Well, of course, we do this all the time. But all of a sudden I can hear in my mind a song, and I start to sing it out loud. And then I say, oh, that's why I came in here. There was a song. There was a song waiting. I don't know. It's just the strangest thing. But, that kind of thing does happen. Or you hear somebody say an expression. I have a song called Half Past Saturday. Somebody asked my husband, Joe, what time it was. I thought I heard him say half past Saturday, which I thought was so clever. So I wrote it down, and I ended up writing a song. Well, he tells me he didn't say that. I just misunderstood him, but it was so clever. And I have this song. It's on one of my albums, and I love it. So it's mysterious, very mysterious.
So, Carolyn, how has the adventure been for you? So, being someone who is coming at it with a different mindset, a different outlook, you're at a different place in life, like being someone who, and I don't like saying the word older, because I just really feel like age is a state of mind, but comparatively so, I think you're probably walking a lot into songwriter groups and circles and CCMAs where people are in their 20s versus someone who, you said before, is a grandma. So how has the response been for you taking this journey from a different place.
Well, a lot of people are saying to me that they are inspired and motivated by what I'm doing. And they look at their own lives and they look around for things that maybe they've left behind, some dream or something that they used to do or they want to do. So, and when I'm doing anything like my late bloomer show or a concert or creating an album, I just have a sense of wanting to connect with people and entertain and just motivate. So I feel like I was given the gift. I have a little sign from my mother's place that says who you are is God's gift to you, and who you become is your gift to God. So that with the talent comes a responsibility. And I've always felt that I had to do my own due diligence to be courageous enough to step out onto a stage or into a studio, or to say yes to a fellow I've never met in Scotland and say, yeah, take my songs and see what Europe thinks of them, And on the whole concept of adventure, this is my latest aha. Okay, I have no problems, Joe and I have no problems spending money to, say, take an airplane on a trip, to pay for a hotel, to pay for meals in a restaurant, to rent a car. To us, those are the costs of the adventure of that experience. So I finally just said, I'm going to set aside any expectations of earning money or having a return on the cost to release my album to Europe. I'm just going to set that aside completely and just say the cost of this adventure is just the pure joy of doing it. And if anything comes of it, if somebody somewhere hears one of my songs and they want to record it, that would be a bonus. If I sell some CDs, that's a bonus. But I've just kind of come to a place where that's not the issue. The issue is the adventure, and just to see what's going to come next, just from me having the courage to step out into this new kind of scary place on the internet.
Yeah. Well, and I love, Carolyn, how that just becomes your almost fluid definition of success. And I wish that more artists in this world, and I think anybody who's using a skill set that they're producing and creating for others, has a philosophy like this. Because I've sat across from hundreds of artists in the country music world who are, here's my song, what do you think? and is this going to go somewhere for me? And I'm thinking, one, why are you asking me? And two, well, what I always return with them is, well, what's your definition of success for this song?
Right. Yeah.
If your definition only of success for this song is to hit a #1 on radio in the country, your journey is going to look a heck of a lot different than somebody who's like, I just want to, like, somebody hears it and it makes a difference for them. That's great. Like, those are two different places to be. And that journey can be really, really hard, or it can be really, really fun.
Yeah. And my goal is I've always said, if it ceases to be fun, then I will stop doing it. And so far it has just continued always to be, a real energy boost.
Well, following your career, Carolyn, you just look like you're having more fun and more fun. And I'm like, I want to get on the train she's on, because you just are living life, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
And then earlier when we were talking about that balancing act, so that's why I decided to just do my late bloomer show every second week, because now I have time to be in my garden. So I can just sit now and enjoy the garden. And Joe and I, my husband and I, are both into photography. So we do a lot of traveling into the mountains and all around Alberta with our cameras. And, so that there is, for me, an importance to have a balance of time spent focused on a goal and time just to charge up my battery.
Yeah. which I also appreciate you saying, because I think we've had lots of conversations in Coffee Club over this past year and a half about that, is what's filling the cup back up, because we get to places where it feels really empty. And I was really vulnerable in sharing that last week a little bit about when you hit empty, this is what that feels like.
Yes.
And that's okay. Yeah. So it's just so great. And I want to be conscious of people's coffee timing with us. So I know we've gone over our 20 minutes a little bit, but I'm so excited, Carolyn, for the debut of this video today, friends. I hope you will tune in at noon or catch it later, and I will repost the video after the debut.
And I would like to ask people just to share the video to your friends, to your groups. Just share it out and invite your friends to share it. And I just would love for the video just to go out. And again, there's no way I can monetize it, because you have to have like 1,000 people,
bazillion views.
So this is sharing it is not going to make me any money. I just really feel strongly that I would love people to hear it and get a sense of connection, of the power of working together, marching together, because we can make a difference when we all march together and support each other.
Yeah. So again, you can see here, 12 o'clock debut. If you check out the Carolyn Harley Music Facebook page. And if you want to find out more or grab Carolyn's CD, you can head over to carolynharley.com and help support her that way. And Carolyn, thank you so much for sharing with us today. I knew you would be an excellent Motivation Monday. I'm even feeling jazzed. I'm like, all right, let's do some work.
Let's go. All righty. Thank you so much.
And we will check back in with you for sure. And friends, mark down the 22nd on your calendar also to tune in to her live Facebook show. I think that will be a whole lot of fun too.
That will be too, yeah.
Thank you, Carolyn, for hanging out with us this morning.
Take care, everyone.
Sure.
Stay safe. We are all
Have a great
connected.
rest of your Monday, everybody.
Yeah. It's never too late to bloom.
Do it.
Never.
Bye, everyone.